Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble, and there is on par with everything. I just need to wrap up the XCOM 2 uploads. I think a couple of them are missing until I finish up, and yeah, the rest is on par here. And today it's a Prey gameplay day. So another episode. Again, we're chugging along. Got a lot of stuff there to do. And also, I publish everything on Patreon for extra support, and I've got archived posts on kind of a thing there on Blogger. And again, any kind of updates here and there, I will leave it on Twitter thingy there, the X one. So let's jump into it. Not much happening, but some interesting things going on. We got 7800 XT, a little bit cheaper, 10% discount. Again, as I mentioned, again, this is just one model from ASRock, and this is on Newegg, I think. Yeah, I think it's Newegg. Got the little eggs here. Yeah. Oh, and this card comes with Avatar's Frontier of Pandora game code. It's not a game for me, but yeah, it's interesting that as I been telling, we shall see a little bit more movement on the kind of the middle range. Any kind of competitors with the new Super Series, especially on the 4070 range there. I assume RTX, the 7800 XE has been selling well for AMD, from what I understand, and we might see lowering to 450 maybe. I think so. I think it might lower to 450 to be even more competitive and be like a no-brainer choice on that realm of price to performance. Supposedly the 7800 XT, I don't know why they reference it to compete with the 4060 Ti 16 gigabytes. I think it was more aimed at the 4070 kind of a thing. Around there. The non-super, the 4070 normal, the non-super for 550. Yeah, I think it's going to lower maybe in the next couple of months to 450. I think it's a better price there to make a good competition to the 4070 super. The 4070, it's not a good deal. The 4070 Super will be around 600. If they lowered 450, it's going to be like a no brain, because I think it almost close enough to the 4070 Super that can justify the price difference. The 4070 Ti and everything, and the 4070 Ti, which is going to be discontinued, and the 40 Ti Super is going to try to compete with the 7900 XT, which it doesn't. It's a little bit slower, and the 7900 XT. If you're thinking about that range of performance, I think again you have to wait a little bit. For sure, the 7900 XT will adjust their price a little bit lower than the $800. So for sure, it is already around 700. I think 650 should be a sweet spot at this moment in time. And later this month, I don't know when, maybe today, later in my time zone, or tomorrow, we'll get the 4080 Super reviews out, and see how it fares against especially the 7900 XTX, and how it then will affect the changes, because it will affect more. In terms of the high end, it's going to launch supposedly MSRP $1,000, which will make, I suppose, in terms of performance, will be 10 to 15% better than the 7900 XTX. But I'm not sure. We will wait for the reviews. But if so, it will make the 7900 XTX lower a little bit more, around $900, I think, to like MSRP of $900. To 850 afterwards, like 1 month or two after stabilizer, I don't know. And with that, we'll squeeze out the 7900 XT also at least $100 less than the XTX. But yeah, a lot of stuff is going to happen. That's why I'm telling people to wait a little bit until the 4080 Super comes out, because it will It's the most cut price down in terms of performance. It was $1,200, going to now basically replace the 4080 and replace the price from $1,200 to $1,000, which is going to shake up a little bit in that price range, but it will affect a little bit on the other GPUs that are from AMD there. But yeah, again, wait. When the reviews are out, I will let you know what my opinion is and what the main take is from at least from Hardware Unbox and Gamers Nexus. Regarding gaming, we've been getting a little bit more stuff from the Warner Brothers. They did a news article on Variety. Again, it was supposedly the best-selling game, 24 million over 24 million units so far since it came out. Supposedly, the company again, because it was very encompassing. This is not just only focused on Hogwarts Legacy. They were talking about their IPs from Mortal Kombat, which is also owned by them, the DC stuff from the comic book parts, and also Game of Thrones. They got a mobile strategy game, Game of Thrones Conquest. I think I heard, but I never played this, and I never saw this game on the mobile platforms there. Maybe again, I'm not very too much on mobile. But they are trying to plan getting around getting a Game of Thrones like AAA game, even though it can be a little bit tricky, mainly because how Game of Thrones is set up to be. It's like political intrigue. I don't know how you put it there in a more action role. But yeah, I don't know. Even in an RPG setting or something like that, maybe a strategy game. I don't know, like those civilization games or a total war kind of a setting there, where you have the maybe a turn-based 4X kind of a thing, where you have the decision, the political decisions, and then you have to take some actions there. But yeah, I don't know. And also they were while they are again working on a Superman movie, which is a discussion by itself. They are not going to launch anything along with it at this moment in time. At least that's not the plan. Again, we already saw how those games launched at the same time of the movies, or a little bit after the movies are out. Usually they're not good. They're just like a shit show, just trying to get around and get some sales of the IP itself. Again, I hope they take good care of this kind of IPs. Again, the Superman game, I don't know, you just fly around and but then again, who am I? But yeah, the focus here on Hogwarts is supposedly they are going to do during this summer kind of a thing, like a patch or updates, which is going to introduce some exclusive PlayStation content to other platforms, which one of them is Haunted Hogsmeade Shop Quest, which included an explorable dungeon, the shopkeeper cosmetic set reward, the ability to players to set their own shops. Okay, allowing them to sell items at more convenient rates. Okay, supposedly this will come out during the summer update. Again, no DLC announced. From what I understood, they never had plans, and I think usually even Just Cause, I'm not sure, but I think because these are the same developers, the same studio behind Just Cause games, I think they never launched DLC, but I'm not sure on that. And I think I only played like the first or the second Just Cause, but I don't remember seeing DLC there. But yeah, don't take my word on it. But yeah, we might. They're going to get another update. Maybe they're working on a sequel. But I think it suits best, and with the sequel they can introduce then the Quidditch stuff, which is not available in this game. But I think there are some mods where you can do some stuff there. But yeah, good to see that good games are being successful in terms of financial. Forza Motorsport will bring an update in February. It's not very good in terms of reviews on Steam. Again, I never tried the game. I didn't buy the game, but I'm very interested on the game regardless. Again, usually I usually wait until the game is out for a couple of months to see if it's worth after the patches all come out and the updates. And supposedly they are doing some performance updates more focused on PC. Some of them have to do reducing CPU spikes, improves GPU utilization, and solving various crashes instances to multi-threading, which is not good. All recent CPUs have multi-threading embedded into it, and if you're crashing the game constantly because of multi-threading, usually it's not good. But yeah, suppose you got under the hood improvements again: CPU and GPU utilization, crash scenarios, multi-threading, fix being unable to use full screen mode when using a PC with an integrated GPU. Fix erratic frame rate after reverting a video settings change. Yeah, this is not good. Okay, improve mouse navigation by allowing right mouse button behave like escape plus B to navigate. Oh my god. Fixed an issue on PC where players. This is not good. When you launch a game on PC and you have this kind of issues, usually it's not good. Fixed an issue on PC where players should see no performance boost when changing from high quality mode to low quality. Really? Fixed an issue where objects were missing from car reflection photo mode in Forza Vista. Added a check for GPU support, DirectX kind of a thing there. But yeah, yeah, that's why this little quality of life stuff out of the box not working that well. Usually it gives you negative reviews. Just might as well just wait like 2 months to patch up the PC port and launch it properly, then improve it. But yeah, whatever. Update 5 will also add Nordschleifen track. Okay, in both career, free play, whatever it is. In terms of features, I think it's adding a skip practice option in career mode, quality of life, library editor. Okay, we'll see how it goes. I just hope this game gets better because or else you just keep playing Forza Horizon 5. From what I understand. Again, Forza Horizon 5 I also don't have that one, but I really want to add a racing game. My library of games to play, I don't have any kind of recent ones. Very old, like Grid, Motorsport. I think it's the last one that I played. I made a series, but then again I had to interrupt with the gaming series that I was doing at the time. But yeah, unless you got Dragon Dogma 2. Supposedly it's a rumor to be targeting around 30 FPS on PS5 and Xbox Series. Again, it's a rumor. I saw a video regarding the final preview from IGN. Again, the game seems to be pretty good from what I understood, and from the articles that I've been seeing. It's ramping up to be an excellent game. Supposedly everybody's I think the consensus is they double down on what was good on the first one, and I think that even the map is larger, like 4 times larger from what I perceived. There is basically no fast travel, so it's more immersive in that sense. There is fast travel, but it's very expensive to do so. You need like an consumable. It is very expensive to buy to fast travel, and even fast travel you can only fast travel to like checkpoints that you unlocked for that. Then you have like the not a carriage service, but it's like a merchant carriage, and take that route. It's like a bus. It's way cheaper, but you have the risks associated with it. Usually they get raided by monsters or by raiders, and then you have to fight back and protect the carriage. And then there is foot travel, which is cheap. It's free. And then you have the systems of stamina and the max health stuff kind of thing. Every time you take hits, your max health will get diminished, but then you only can fully recover usually by sleeping or camping. And then of course the camping has their own risks. If you camp out in the middle of nowhere, you might risk yourself being surprised in the middle of the night with a monster or with thieves or something like that. Very interesting the way they're going about it, and the combat seems pretty solid there. also, and the classes and the pod system. It's this game. I think is going to be a contender to Game of the Year if everything that people are telling is correct. I think it's going to be an excellent game. I think the only thing that can steal the thunder out of this game is Elden Ring expansion. At least off the top of my head, of new games coming out this year, I think the DLC expansion from Elden Ring is the only thing that might steal the thunder. Meanwhile, I don't know if I covered this in terms of specs. Yeah, it doesn't seem too hard on minimum, which is around aiming for 1080p 30 frames, which is a 1070 or a 5500 XT, so around 80 gigabytes of VRAM. I think the 1070 only has 6. I'm not sure. And in terms of CPU, a 10 series iCore 5 from Intel is enough, and a Ryzen 3000 series, in this case a 3600, should be enough to play 1080p 30 frames. I assume it's like medium to low settings, given the requirements here. And for recommended, I think they are aiming basically almost kind of the same CPU, so a little bit extra there, but in the same kind of CPU, so a 10 series, a little bit higher, and the Ryzen 5 instead it will be a 3600X, a little bit of course the more power on the GPU, 2080 or a RX 6700. I don't know, this is supposedly yeah, this is a 4K interpolated kind of a thing there, so it's less demanding than usually 4K. At 30 frames per second. Again, I think for a 4K 30 stables, you have to go around and use a 3000 series from Nvidia, and I think around the 6800 XT. I think it's more probable for you to achieve that kind of a thing, and maybe Nvidia the 3070 Ti maybe. I think is a GPU 730 Ti or 730. I don't know, or 3080, maybe 10 gigabytes one, and 600 or 6800 or 6800 XT. I think it's going to be like a 4K 30, maybe, almost peaking sometimes on 60 frames. But yeah, we'll have to see. Again, when I will check out Digital Foundries and all that, those guys, to see how it goes. For sure we will get a better sense of how it runs. Yeah, again, the information regarding 30 frames per second on the consoles is just rumor, but again, just a reminder, the game will launch March 22 for PC. Again, DLC for Elden Ring, if comes out, according to all the rumors, speculations, all that stuff, it's going to be on the second anniversary of Elden Ring, which came out in February. I think it came out late February, if not mistaken. So yeah, we shall see if it comes out in the second anniversary. We will start seeing some, for sure, some marketing, the first trailer maybe in a couple of days. I don't know. It's starting to ramping up 2024 in terms of gaming stuff there. And lastly, just a kind of deep dive on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, the seventh dev diary. They discuss a lot on visceral combat, immersiveness, the ways you usually go about and decide what to do within game, like approaching like the scenarios, if you are more kind of Dark Batman kind of a thing there, so you try to control the environment for them to strike there, like prowling in the night, very vampire-like. Others is like more Brawl style, when you just go and try to hit everybody, like one punch man kind of a thing there. And then you have like more dialogue, so smooth talker kind of an option there. But yeah, it seems to be also shaping up to be a very good game. In terms of yeah, this game I'm very interested. I know the first game, it's very well known. Never managed to play this game, the first one, so maybe I can pick up on the second one. But yeah, seems to be pretty good. And supposedly we're going to have a gameplay trailer on the end of this month, so I will try to cover if I don't miss the trailer there. But yeah, this is what I got for today, so let's go for the gaming deals. Again, a lot of stuff happening, winter sale all over the place. Again, Resident Evil franchise is on sale, I think ranging from 75 to 95 or whatever it is. I will leave the links on the Resident Evil games, all of them that are on the that are on sale. I will leave it on the description there. Again, I managed to bought in the last time Resident Evil Village. I will eventually go about and do the replay of the Resident Evil 7, and then afterwards Resident Evil Village, everything in 4K, because I made the Resident Evil 7 a gameplay on 1080p, so it's a little bit old now and the low quality. And again, I kind of like these games. The remakes are pretty good, especially Resident Evil 4, so it's one of those things that I want to re-experience, let's say, in 4K. Got also Forza Horizon 5 around 50% off. Then depends all the add-ons and everything. Again, I think the Premium Edition, it's the better one, if not mistaken. And then you got bundles. So I don't know how much you will go for. I assume this price, if around $50 for everything, if not mistaken. We got also Lords of the Fallen, 40% off. Again, mixed results. I always have to mention the fact that I think the main complaint is how the game feels in terms of gameplay, combat there, but because the rest seems to be pretty excellent, or even at least on par with usually what From Software does. We got also Dredge, 30% off, and then we got the Deluxe Edition. I'm not sure if the edition has content by itself. Extra content from Dredge can be found on Dave the Diver, but it's not on sale at this moment, so when it is, I will let you know. Slay the Spire, again, I'm playing this game already 28 hours there. It's been an addiction lately. I might get around and do a reset on the progress, or make another profile and going about unlocking everything in this game and try to go about it. It's going to take a long time from the gameplay that I've been doing. It's going to be a tricky one, mainly because it will take hundreds of episodes for sure, because a lot of runs will not go well. When you try to build some kind of certain specific kind of decks, usually it takes a lot to get it right, so we will see. I will have to see how it goes. But yeah, 66%, it's a must buy if you like kind of roguelike deck building kind of games here. We got also Disco Elysium, the final cut, so this is the final version with everything enhanced here. 75% off. I think it's a good buy there. You got also Metro Saga bundle. I think it's around the free games, the Redux versions of the first two, plus the third and the expansion there, around $10 or so. Already bought it. It's so cheap, and again, I will eventually go around and do some gameplay of this trilogy. I think it's a pretty solid trilogy. On GOG, we got Control Ultimate Edition. Again, this game is not on sale on Steam at the moment, so you might take advantage of getting it on GOG. Cyberpunk Ultimate Edition still is on sale, 33% off till the 6th of February. Again, it's with the DLC Phantom Liberty. We got Days Gone, 75% off. I think it is not on sale on Steam at the moment. I'm not sure, but usually when it's on sale, it's the same price, basically. So buying here or on Steam, it's the same thing. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, the same thing. I'm not sure. No, I don't think it's on Steam sale at the moment. But when it is on sale, it's the same price than here, around $12.50. Void Bastards, already. This is a very good game, especially at this discounted price, $9. Very funny game. Roguelike kind of a thing there, first-person shooter, and got a lot of interesting mechanics going about it. I made a gameplay series out of this and I enjoy it very much. It's a recommendation from me. And finally, we got Tomb Raider Game of the Year Edition. 80% off again. It's the GOTY, so it has everything like the skins and I'm not sure if it has content DLC, but yeah, it's one of those. The reboot series of Tomb Raider is very good. The trilogy, I think it's a pretty solid one. Also, again, I will eventually go about it and playing that also. I think after playing Star Wars, the Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor, I will go about and maybe do this trilogy. I don't know. We'll see when they get there. And yeah, basically this is it. What I got for you today. I'm just going to wrap up with a plug on my Patreon for extra support. The extra support will be mainly for trying to acquire storage for me to be able to get backups of the stuff that I do for my clients, and of course some extra space for the things that I do on the channel. And with all that said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, Kunamy Master out.